Yeah, this is Tumisang Khalipha, a young man who grew up in Northwest Mafikeng, from the villages basically. I started my first art career at Gauteng, like back in 2015. I think when I reflect back into my career and all the bodies of works that I've created basically, like the recent body of work, which is my solo, I think it has taught me a lot about me, about my career also, because when I first created that body of work for my solo, nikisimula ko studio, ke rola ditlhako, just to walk barefoot in the studio, and didn't actually understand that language that was happening in the studio, And now, because I've seen a lot happening and I've seen a lot of growth personally, and which I also hope for that body of work to bring in my career, I'm still learning a lot from that body of work. I think it's more of a silent language, man. But now I'm trying to create that language which now goes deeper within oneself. But when I started making the first piece, which is titled Abamsulwa, it found me at a space where I didn't realize that I was healing, And when that happened, I think the communication came in a form of art, Abamsulwa, man, it's a reflection of how I feel inside, I feel so pure. I feel that there's so much that I've always wanted to achieve personally, and I've been lacking a lot, and once you always keep on saying you wanna purify yourself or work towards cleansing yourself and keeping your space clean, but the struggle within that has always been tied with me. A struggle basically, and Abamsulwa just came and rescued me. I think there was so much purity that just came about within me. And then but for that one specific piece, Abamsulwa, I get to understand why, I've found peace with myself. I've made peace with myself. Yeah, man. I think also, because I'm no longer wanting to take certain colors the way they primarily and just putting them into my paintings, but the way I just went with a white paint on their dresses, for me, it was a thing of maybe I will try to filter that later on, and then everything just happened to be like that. Basically, work on those materials which are made out of water, water-based materials. That's when I started using your watercolors. I started going back to explore more onto paper, and the collaboration between me and the paper now is amazing. It's amazing, man, and the expression of the charcoal is just coming along way too nicely. I'm glad to have made my homework basically. we all start as amateurs, to say, we all start voiceless, and as much as you are growing and finding your steps, you get to understand every material and every medium, it passes a certain message, it expresses a certain feeling. So by the time ke tlhaloganya gore not every material can just pass a certain message or a certain concept, specific concept basically. I think I ke tlhaloganya dilo tseo, you know, ke mo kileng ka bona teng gore I would rather like study my concept first, ke itse gore ke bua ka eng, why ke bua ka dilo tseo, and then from more you go back to the books to learn gore okay, ha re bua ka this medium, re bua ka medium o bereka for eng, o dira eng, and then once I understood gore I'm going to like talk more about the human health and the source of life, you know, water. I'm no longer creating works for the sake of me appreciating my work or me still wanting to be an artist or something like that. But I think now I'm creating a language for the world to communicate with. It's no longer about me.
Dumelang, kalina ke Tumisang Khalipha. I'm a visual artist under Steyn. I present to you my solo show titled A Moment of Silence.